Welcome back and thanks for staying with us here on Breakfast Central. Time for the front pages of the newspapers. We do have public affairs analyst Mr. Simeon Nnah looking quite regala. Well, let's introduce him. Welcome, sir, and thank you so much. Do we call him High Chief?
High Chief Professor.
Professor?
No, Chief is too low. Igwe Professor.
Igwe!
I don't need all that.
I wish you had that.
What
of Oboshi?
What's Oboshi?
You mean Oboshi?
So, okay, there's Oboshi, that's true. Oboshi is more.
No, Oboshi is not Igbo. Oboshi might be Delta.
Yes,
Delta is not Igbo too.
Delta.
Not really. You are not fully.
Let's not go into that argument today.
Olive, you are not fully.
Let's not go
You are
into that
Delta
argument
Igbo. That's what they
today.
call them.
Let's not go
Delta
into that
Igbo.
argument today.
It's okay.
Welcome, sir.
Welcome. Let's go straight to our stories.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir, Professor. Let's open the papers. We're going to start off first with The Guardian. That happens to be the most colorful paper, I don't know, this morning. Very colorful with so much pictures. It starts off with tax reform risks sluggish, uncertain execution timelines over tardy NSW, page 6. This tax reform, we're back at it again. Federal government introduces new measures to curb WAEC, NECO exam malpractices. Obi charged federal government on killing spree over 40 slain in Niger State. Very sad situation. APC draws battle line with Wike over Rivers political control. Southeast, Southwest Alliance, shortest route to Igbo presidency, says Kalu. Equities break 100 trillion barriers, 14 firms control 50% of market. I don't want us to waste no more time. Let's just go straight to which story are you looking to touch on? Would you rather touch on the APC drawing a battle line for Wike, or better still, you look at the tax reforms? Which one?
I'll look at the two.
Okay, let's go.
Quickly. Let's start with the tax reforms. You know, when these tax reforms came, there was a lot of pushback. At a point, everything seemed to have been settled. And the two houses passed the bill, sent to the presidency, and the president began to introduce strange elements into the tax laws. It's just because we don't have a National Assembly. It's an impeachable offense that a law is passed and you now smuggle things into it. That's a criminal act. However, they have said they are going to look at it again. And even the things that were introduced, some of the things we are hearing that was introduced, because it was only yesterday or so that the National Assembly said they are going to release both the one they approved and the one that was signed, so that you can see the disparity. If that man in the House of Reps did not notice that,
Honorable Dasuki.
yes, we would have just had a law that is not actually the past law for us going to be implemented. Right now, there are pushbacks, because one of the things that people are even complaining about is that there is a clause that the taxman can pick you up without any, they just feel that you have infringed any of their distance, they come to your house and pick you up without any court.
Although they debunk that, though. They continue to debunk that.
Okay, but let's see the documents before we begin to debunk that. All right. Now, at the end of the day, NANS is saying on the 14th, they are going to go on strike. Your president is outside the country and is going to attend a party in UAE that will end on the 15th. So he'll be out when NANS will be.
And NAD too is threatening to go on strike on the 12th. National Association of Resident Doctors.
So you see, at the end of the day, people have been telling the president to see the voice of reason and allow this law to be properly passed. Send it back to the National Assembly. In fact, the normal thing is that even if they wanted to make some changes, they would have sent it back to the National Assembly without signing it and now complain that this clause should be changed. But that was not the case. They went ahead and did it on their own. And that is, like I said earlier, an impeachable offense. But on your mandate, we have National Assembly. Nobody's going to look at that. Now, on the case of Wike, it's unfortunate. He's been overbearing. Now he claims he's in PDP, although PDP equally claim that they have expelled him. It's neither here nor there. But his influence in APC River State is something that people are looking at. What is wrong with this young man or this old man or whatever man he is, whether he's young or old? What is wrong with him? Because at the end of the day,
he's not a member of
APC. The chairman of APC is saying, look, Fubara is our member and is number one. He has 001. And Wike is saying he has 001 in his ward. And the chairman of the party said, look, you are not a member of our party. So why will you
cannot choose for us?
Yes.
I mean, and what's your business with what's happening in our party?
Wike is saying you are a national leader. You can't dictate to us what happens in River State. Now, where does that happen? I don't understand this man any longer. Is he confused or what? Because he should know. He should know that the national leader of a party, or the chairman of the party rather, and the national leader, because the national leader is the president, who has tacitly supported Fubara. I think gradually he's destroying his political career. He said it himself. He said, if Fubara wins 2027, that his political career has been buried. So I think the career has been partially buried now. We are waiting for the last funeral.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu hasn't officially said anything about the latest regarding Wike, Fubara.
He's dealing with bigger issues. He's dealing with the United States.
But when he has time and he comes back and he needs to revisit this, how do you suggest that he handles the situation and how do you foresee? So these are two separate questions. How do you suggest and how do you foresee? Because your suggestion and your projection might not be the same.
Yeah. I foresee a situation where the president will just remove him as a minister of FCT. Because he's doing all he's doing today because he feels he has federal backing. Immediately he's removed, he'll be naked.
He'll be
and then it will dawn on him that he's just a man. And he cannot fight.
So you say he's not a man now?
No, he's honorable minister.
He's honorable minister.
Removed, he'll be Mr. Wike.
Mr. Wike, okay. That honorable will go. And then it will dawn on him that, look, I cannot fight this fight with a governor who has immunity. Matter of fact, you see, whatever you sow, you will reap. If he's removed today as minister, Fubara might decide to make him persona non grata to River State. He did it to Amechi. So it can be done to him. It can be done.
But people are saying that
if Fubara has the guts,
people are saying, and his band, they are also playing this song. Agreement
we have the video. We'll get that video on cue.
So how about Governor Fubara not honoring his part of the agreement? It's gentlemen.
Which agreement? Which agreement?
The agreement that
the wife of a governor cannot be called first lady. That anybody that is visiting the governor, you must call him and he must approve. Who does that?
I don't know if that was part of the agreement, though.
That's part of the things they were saying.
Some of the things, I think Fubara's camp had released the agreement, which further agitated Wike's camp, and they said who had given him the merit or the audacity to go ahead and ensure that the agreement was put in public. I did see that as well.
All right. While Joe is going into that.
But Wike was saying he was going to publish the agreement.
Yes, but I think
so. If another person publishes it, what is wrong? Must he be the person to publish it? Recall that he was the person that went ahead to announce that Fubara will resume so when the president had not said anything.
All right, let's get on YouTube and take some comments from YouTube, and also
we have a caller. Emeka is calling us. Let's take Emeka's call. Emeka, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Emeka. Please go ahead.
Yes, my name is Monkoye Chukwu Emeka.
Good to hear your voice.
So good to finally hear your voice.
Yeah. Go ahead. Thank you for all you do. Yes, so on Wike's issue, Wike is just trying to stay relevant. And unfortunately, the president needs him and Fubara to help him get back. But after these 2027 elections, I think Wike will lose relevance, and he will just be like every other person living his life and all. That's my small contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And, happy belated birthday. Was any belated birthday wishes? Yeah. Thank you for calling.
Like you said, some of us don't have a dog in this fight because I'm not from Rivers. I'm not a politician, so I don't have a dog in the fight.
You're not for PDP?
I'm not for PDP. I'm not for APC. But let's put these things in perspective. Can somebody be in one party and be controlling what is happening in another party? It doesn't happen anywhere in the world. So what we are saying now is that Wike should tell us where he stands. And like you said, what do I think the president would do? I've told you what I think if I were the president, what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'll just yank him out of that position.
But from what Smoking Chukwemeka is saying, he's saying that the president needs Wike. So he believes the president will use Wike up until 2027, and then after that, dump him like a pack of cards.
I can say it succinctly, and you can go to the bank with it. The president will not allow Wike to stay up to the election, and I'll tell you why. Even the Abuja that he feels is getting, if the president allows Wike to stay to 2027, we will lose Abuja. Because a lot of people are angry
Interesting
with the FCT minister
Professor Nnah. We'll just take a pause for a bit and head to Fez in Morocco, where sports correspondent Udoka Njoku is on standby to tell us about what happened last night with the victorious Super Eagles of Nigeria. They demolished the Mambas of Mozambique, even though they were promised thousands and millions of meticals by their president. Udoka, good to see you. Good morning. From a very cold Fez. Could you give us an update of what the spirit is like in camp, what happened yesterday, and also a bit of insider gist to the spat between Ademola Lookman and Victor Osimhen?
Right, thank you very much, Benga. Good morning, Benga, and of course, Joe, and everybody in the house. A great win for Nigeria yesterday against Mozambique, 4 goals to 0. We didn't expect that result, but a couple of fans actually did. But also, we thought it was against a lesser team, Mozambique, finishing as the 3rd best loser. Interestingly, it was Osimhen who grabbed the brace in that game, and also he was hungry for more goals. He felt like the ball was not getting to him, and he had to. There was that spark between him and Ademola Lookman. Also, with Wilfred Ndidi, the captain of the side, we saw a video where Victor Osimhen actually shoved the hands of Wilfred Ndidi out of the way when he was trying to calm him down when he was about to take a corner kick against the Mozambique. Well, after the game, we asked Eric Shell. He said, "There's nothing. Whatever happens on the pitch stays on the pitch." We got to the dressing room, they spoke about it, and it is settled. Ademola Lookman was asked the same question, but of course he said Osimhen is his big brother, and of course there's nothing. Their family, and Osimhen is one of the top players in the world, and they respect him. He's the best striker, and he's a go-to man in the Super Eagles. So there's no rift between himself and Victor Osimhen. But fans are not happy with Osimhen's behavior. They've tagged it as unruly because during the mixed zone, Osimhen didn't speak to the press. He didn't speak to the journalists. He actually stormed out. He didn't say anything to anyone. He just walked straight to the team bus, and he doesn't speak well of Victor Osimhen, who has been regarded as one of the best strikers in the world, who has been thoroughly loved by the Moroccan fans right here in Fez. But of course, the coach has said it has been settled. So we're looking forward to Marrakech. We'll be leaving Fez today, heading to Marrakech, and hopefully before the next training for the Super Eagles, then I'm sure they would have settled the issue.
Okay, I think the final question from me would be, going forward now, what do you think the team spirit looks like, especially in camp? And if you could also touch on the Egypt game, just briefly.
Yeah, of course, for Nigeria, looking ahead of the game between Algeria and DR Congo, the boys are ready. They're saying whichever opponent that they face, we take it one game at a time. Mozambique is done. Looking forward to the game between Algeria and DR Congo, which will go down today. The winner will then take on Nigeria in the quarterfinals, and Nigeria were ready for that game. And for fans, we are hoping that DR Congo will defeat Algeria. Then we have a revenge mission. There's a score to settle because DR Congo sent us packing from qualifying for the World Cup. So there's a score to settle between Nigeria and DR Congo. We're looking forward to it. Whichever team comes, the boys are ready to go.
All right. Udoka and Joko, thank you very much for joining us. Stay warm. You can see that you're freezing.
And thank you for staying indoor today. Smoke isn't really coming out of your mouth this morning. And enjoy your stay in Marrakesh. You've been in Fez since the competition started, so you'll be changing base. And I hope you still give them the good luck they deserve. We look forward to catching up with you.
All right. Let's now come back here.
Good luck. And,
yeah. All right. Bye. Let's now come back into the studio because we have a lot to unpack. I want to quickly take a few comments from YouTube. We're streaming live. News Central TV via YouTube is where we're streaming. If you'd like to drop a comment. Now, a few comments here. Impact 223 says, Tinubu cannot afford to be Wike's enemy. Well, which kind of shares similar sentiment to what Mokwuenyi Chukwuemeka had said earlier about him being used up until the next elections. Lillian Oloha says, Wike is politically confused and has finally misruled. It is unfortunate. Olumide Alade says, it's unfortunate how some politicians reduce themselves to loyal servants of the FCT minister. I mean, Okocha and Co. How can a non-member of a party challenge the right of a bona fide member and the NWC? And then Mokwuenyi Chukwuemeka says, Tinubu knows Wike can say and do anything. I don't think he'll want to jeopardize his ambition with Wike and Fubara.
These one man, is it that powerful?
Now, if you look at the joker that the president played, you'll recall that before the day preceding the day that Fubara declared for APC, he had a meeting with the president. And that meeting was a secret one. And Wike was not in that meeting. I can tell you for free that the allegiance of the president has changed from Wike to Fubara. Knowing fully well.
Why do you say so with so much confidence?
I'm saying that with a dent of hindsight. That, you see, he knows that the chief executive of a state has control of that state. You see, what Wike is doing is just a storm in a teacup. I can tell you that for free. And in a matter of moment, once he's removed from that position today, he doesn't have anything to contribute. See, he has jeopardized the president's slot in Abuja because of the way he has handled some situations in Abuja. Today, if election is held in Abuja today, I can tell you for free, the president might not win Abuja. If there's a free and fair election, except if they go by their normal way of rigging. If they do a free and fair election today in Abuja, the president will lose Abuja. And it's courtesy of Wike. So at the end of the day, the right thing for him to do is to move him from that position. Otherwise, it creates more confusion for him going close to the election. Don't forget, we are seeing 28, 29 states now becoming APC.
About 30 of them have become APC. So
29 for now.
Yeah, for now.
Maybe because
Plateau State government just joined.
Abba Yusuf was asked to halt. That would have declared yesterday because you know the president is he knows.
He's a master strategist.
He knows the
as
game.
They say.
So when Kwankwaso was trying to move to ADC, he now said he should halt his declaration yesterday. It would have been yesterday. So as to see where Kwankwaso is actually going. Because the Kwankwasia is still behind Kwankwaso. And allowing Abba Yusuf to go to APC, Abba Yusuf will be a mole in APC.
Interesting.
That is the
So
game.
You don't believe that Abba Yusuf will have genuine intentions?
No, I don't think so.
So you don't believe that act of...
Because he's an apostle of Kwankwaso.
But there was an open show where we saw him sort of warning those who defect. So you think all that is theatrical? Those
things they are politics. See, the Hausas understand this game better than the South. So they know the game they are playing. Some of the people that are in APC today will be a mole close to the election. You know, I said things here and people don't take me seriously. When I was saying we are entering to one-party state in 2024, nobody believed me. Today, it's come to pass. The push has come to shove. So I'm saying it succinctly too, and it resonates with me, that if this guy moves to APC, he's going to be a mole in APC. And the president saw that handwriting on the wall. That's why I say, suspend this movement now. Let's read the game further and see what the going will become at the end of the day. Because if Kwankwaso declares for ADC, forget it.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
I want to take the story very quickly because we are wearing Ishagu, and I think it's also an important story. On the front page of The Guardian, Southeast-Southwest Alliance, shortest route to Igbo presidency, says Kalu.
What do you
said
expect?
This at a strategic political alliance between the Southeast. He made this during a series of high-level courtesy visits across Abia State's 3 senatorial zones. Do you agree with him?
I don't agree with him. What he's just saying, he's a member of APC. What he's just saying, he wants the governor to move to APC. It's as simple as that. That's the game he's playing. He has gone to him several times. They have discussed it, and the man said, I am not coming to APC.
I want to remain in LP.
I want to remain where I am, although we know that he might not remain there. Because at the end of the day, the Labour is just like the tattered umbrella of APC now.
Or PDP.
PDP, sorry.
Yes.
PDP, I'm sorry about that. It's PDP. The tattered umbrella of PDP. The broom of APC is sweeping everything under the carpet. They are sweeping everything under the carpet. So let's watch events as they play out. But let me give a quick warning to APC. There'll be a lot of moles in APC going to 2027 election. And when it happens, I'll come back to this studio and tell you I told you so.
Because it looks too good to be true. They seem to be the only ones that haven't had any issues.
There's going to be a lot.
Party, things fall apart. PDP, things are falling apart since. So it just feels like so far everybody's running to.
I said it here earlier. That is the voice of Jacob and the hand of Esau. I said it here earlier. Now, you look at it from this trajectory. PDP was the first to start having issues because they are the biggest party, the biggest opposition as we came into this 10th assembly and what have you. They were the biggest opposition.
With Wiki at the forefront.
Yes. So at the end of the day, the first move was to make sure that the party was not in alliance. So they destabilized PDP. Immediately they did that, they destabilized Labour. Look at Arababi that was following Apapa. Arababi now made a U-turn to follow Abure. And if you know Arababi's trajectory, that's his move, always. He's a political harlot. And he's going where?
He's watching this.
Let him watch. That's the truth. If we trace his history now, that's the way he moves. That's the way he moves.
So you saying Arababi is not, Dr. Arab is not a loyal person?
No. He has never been and will never be. So he moved from Apapa to Abure. Now, they were part of the plot to destabilize Labour. At the end of the day, now, this woman now came up. What's her name again? Nanadi Usman. And then you have these two factions. Nanadi Usman faction is likely going with Obi because she had said that they gave Obi the tacit move to ADC. Now, that's apart. This man in Osun, Adeleke, felt that with what is happening in PDP, he needs a safer place. He now moved to Accord. Accord started having issues. When they wanted to form a mega party, their first move was the SDP, if you recall. Immediately they moved to SDP, SDP started having issues. They started going to court. They left SDP, SDP became a bit calm. They came to ADC, ADC started having issues. So you can see that it was just, and that's why some of these people are saying, okay, since this is the way, let's move to this APC and secure our position, and now we can equally do what we want to do.
When we get what we want.
Yes, even the Bible said, it said the heart of man is desperately wicked. Who can know it? You cannot know what these guys are plotting. Because moving to APC is not the only thing that will happen. Let's go. I've said it here. I can say it a number of times. That going to 2027, you will see a lot of moves in APC.
Okay. I think we should be able to take another paper.
The heart of man and woman is wicked, you meant to say.
The heart of
man.
When
the Bible is talking of man, it's talking about man and woman.
Yeah.
So
because the woman came out of the man.
Yes. I wanted you to clarify that. Thank you so much.
Still on the comments on YouTube. I believe I'm taking this. Impact 223 says, if Wike flaunts his political party now, Tinubu will be in trouble. Fubara can still be impeached. Don't forget that, he says. But let's now go to this Nigerian newspaper. On the front page of this Nigeria, TUC presses for allowance review to engage federal government on new taxes. Venezuela, ECOWAS urges respect for state sovereignty and international law. Tinubu nominates Abe Kobani to NUPRC and MDPRA boards. Wike Lord's president cites Rivers' growing federal presence. Army rescues 13, recovers 27 bodies in Nguru boat mishap. Really sad story there. Terrorists strike again on Kwara Highway, abducting travelers again. Troops neutralized 25 extremists, rescue hostages across theaters, say military. So let's pick on the terrorism here. We see that barely 48 hours after terrorists killed over 40 persons in Niger State.
Niger State.
Now there's another attack on the Kwara Highway. So let's speak on that, because I do not want us to get desensitized and just read it as a headline.
No.
For every time, these are Nigerian lives that are
They are human beings that are being killed.
They're being kidnapped, rather.
Yes,
Hopefully, it doesn't.
Kidnapped and
yes.
We had the one that happened in Borno too. You see, what we are saying is that government should buckle up. Yes, they are doing something, but they should do more. The president has given that order that all the policemen guiding big men should be withdrawn. We still see them moving around with those policemen. As I was coming this morning, I saw a policeman guarding a gate with his full police uniform. So what we are saying is that, please, these people that are, there's a proverb in my place. They say if they carry somebody's corpse across your compound, you will think it's a log of wood. But if it is your person that is inside that coffin, you will know it's a human being. Now, let's be our brother's keeper. Let's feel what these people are feeling. Because on the Christmas day, somebody went to church or mosque and they didn't come back. Now, how is that family going to feel? Let's be empathic about it, not just sympathy. And if you have gone to the level of empathy, now you will be able to do more to rescue some of these people. Because I don't know. I mean,
Kwara State has experienced a surge in insecurity in the past months. Unfortunately, regarding this particular issue, there hasn't been any update. And now the reports have it that the Kwara Highway attack occurred when armed men ambushed motorists along the highway, a key route linking communities in Kwara South to the state capital, Ilorin. A source familiar with the incident said the attackers operated freely on the road, forcing vehicles to stop before whisking passengers to an unknown location. This is in Kwara. Now, there are photos I want to call for that will show you the state of some of Nigeria's roads. We had one of our viewers share these photos with us. If our producers can please put those photos up so we can see. Now, these are certain very key roads in Nigeria. These are supposed to be federal roads. They shared this with us and they said the person mentioned Lokoja Abaji Abuja Expressway. Imagine being on this kind of way and a bandit stops you. How do you want to escape?
Exactly.
There's Ewu in Edo State. There's Uromi Ewu, Edo State. There's Ubiaja in Edo State. These videos were sent to us from X by one of our viewers. I don't know if I have permission to mention his name, so I'll just leave him anonymous. This is this deplorable state of the road.
Just a few days ago.
Yes, this is not a long time ago. He made this video on Monday. Yesterday.
I even watched an account of one reporter in one of the television stations that went to Niger and for this Papri kidnap release. If you see the roads that he passed through, they were so deplorable. And the guy in that report said that he doesn't understand what the minister is saying because they are just gaslighting us. They are spending so much on road infrastructure, we are not seeing the roads. Do you know that people spent 3 nights going to the east during the CL tide?
In fact,
I didn't say 3 days, 3 nights, which means day and night. Because, in this side of the world, we say a day is 24 hours. A day is not 24 hours, a day is 12 hours. It's a day and night that's 24 hours. So they spent 24 times 3 on the roads.
Just to confirm what you've said, to accompany these videos, this was the message we received. He said, I sent a DM to you earlier in the year concerning the state of our roads, especially from Lokoja down to Asaba. I couldn't get pics and videos because I always traverse that route at night in luxury buses. Well, I'm currently in Ubuluku in Delta State at my in-laws, having arrived from my hometown, Olu, where I spent Christmas with my family. The roads are still bad. No, they are worse. I live and practice in Kano, so when I travel by road, we take what motorists refer to as New Road. He refers to that as a farce. I left Kano in my car for Abuja on the 22nd December 2025 in a convoy of 2 vehicles. The following day, 2 other vehicles joined us, but the drivers opted to take the old road because the Lokoja, Okene, Okpila, Auchi, Ewu, Uromi, Onichubo axis, that is the new road, was and is terribly bad. Turns out the old road still has its colonial era wear and tear. Agatu, the route from Otukpo to 9th Mile, is hell. I'll be returning to Kano on Monday via the new road and we'll get you videos and pictures. We showed you that earlier. My elder brother and my dad's vehicle went ahead today through the same route. The report I'm getting is that the roads on that route are still bad. At Okpila, my elder brother had to find a panel beater to do some minor repair works on his car before resuming the journey. I'm informed that the road is still terrible, but I'll get you first-hand pics and videos by Monday, God willing. I write these things because it's really sad that we have successive governments that have demonstrated a Sikh aversion. Do we have the remaining parts? That have developed a Sikh aversion to, yes, fixing bad roads in hidden locations down south. This government in particular seems obsessed with Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, while existing roads remain a death trap. Every year, my people, the Igbos, travel home for Christmas. This year is different. Insecurity in the southeast is almost zero, thus making it possible for folks who hitherto avoided travel for over 5 years to return. Good roads will help alleviate the hardship we face when we commute home. And, you know, then it goes on to beg to say we should please share this. And that is the report. So in a country that is battling insecurity, we still have to battle this level of roads, this quality. And these are supposed to be federal roads. What a shame.
What can we do? You see, that's what we are saying. Government should prioritize things that are supposed to be prioritized. Now, there's no point building a mega project when the ones that are there already has not been, functioning. The coastal road they are building, is that the only thing that should be done? Look at the amount that is gulfing the coastal road. Recall that they said that capital projects for 2025 has not been executed. They are going to do 30% by March. So if you don't have those funds, why are you just pumping into one project? And 70% of 2025 budget, well, 2026, so.
And it's a long-term project.
Joined to 2026 budget.
Kilometers.
So what are we saying? Yeah. What are we saying? Governments are not prioritizing the things they're supposed to prioritize. That's why we're in this mess.
Right. It's a shame, you know, and we'll expand that conversation further. We'll do a special report on the state of Nigerian roads, even as we battle insecurity. We'll be back again tomorrow. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Do have a wonderful day. Jasiri comes up next.